Maybe that's better. I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm on my lunch break, so I only got like 15 minutes to explain this, what happened to me. I'm so tired, so please forgive me. Um, I got lost out in the wilderness yesterday, you guys. It's been a really, really interesting weekend, to say the least. Yesterday I had my rafting experience, where God showed his presence and that he was with me and protecting me. And yesterday he has showed me that he's with me and protecting me. Anyway, so I was out in the woods yesterday, and I probably drove about 50 miles or 50 minutes to an hour up into the mountains. So that's a really good clip up in the mountains, just driving wise. And anyway, so I went about a mile and a half to 2 miles on what I call a green road, which is it's not a dirt road, but it's a road, a forest road that hasn't been used for a long time. So like from Google Images, if you were to look at it, it looks like a green road because it's all overtaken by, everything starting to grow back into the road and everything because it hasn't been used for years and years and years. So anyway, so the gravel road ended, and there was two green roads. There was one that went right and one that went left, and I chose the one that went left. Anyway, so I went left down this green road, and I hiked about maybe a mile and a half to 2 miles, and it got really dense, to where I could barely see the road anymore, and I could barely see the trail anymore. But I continue to go through. It's not the first time that I've went through dense forest before. So I went through this dense part of this road for about maybe a mile. And I tried to mark my trail really good. And anyway, so I got to the other side to where it kind of opened up a little more. And I got to the other side of the green road, and I hiked maybe about another 2 miles. And then I turned around and I come back because it was starting to get dark and it was time to get heading back. And I go back through that dense part of the forest again, and I got lost. I couldn't seem to find my way back to the other side of that road. So basically what happened was I got lost, and I just kept trying to find that other side of the road. I just kept trying, and I just kept trying, and I just kept trying, and I just couldn't seem to find it. And I kept trying to, and it was getting dark, and I was getting scared, and I just didn't know what to do. And I kept trying to do all this other stuff, like I didn't have service, so I kept trying to call police. I kept trying to use Google Maps. I even followed my dog for like 30 minutes, and just nothing was working. And I just stopped. And I'm like, why are you trying to do all this stuff and you haven't even tried to get any help from the Father? So what I did was, as I started praying, I was like, Jesus, please help me. Jesus, please help me. Jesus, please help me get through this. Please get me home. Please get me home. And I kept feeling like he was telling me, go west towards the sun and go west. And I also knew that the reservoir was west, but I didn't really know how far it was. But I was like, that's my only hope, is to go west. And I feel like the Father's telling me to go west. And I really prayed about it. And he kept telling me to go west. And I just kept praying to him about it. And I kept praying, just, Jesus, please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. And he just kept telling me, just go west. Just keep going west. So I kept going west. And then finally, I found another green road, one that was not the one that I originally was on. And I kept going west on that road. And finally, at about 9 o'clock at night, I got service. And I called the sheriff, and the sheriff got me on his four-wheeler. And what's crazy about it is, and I didn't get home till 3 o'clock in the morning by the time he got me and everything. Like, it was 6 hours, basically, that they were looking for me before they found me. That's how far out I was, guys. And I really do. I give the glory and the honor always to Jesus Christ, Yeshua. I can't even describe to you like, I can tell you guys every single day, like, what happens to me and how he directs me and guides me and tells me and shows me and protects me and all this stuff. And I just cannot describe it, of how powerful he truly is, protecting me and is with me. And when I got up there to the sheriff that was waiting for me, the rescue team come in and got me on the four-wheeler, and then the sheriff was up waiting by the trailer. And when I got up to him, I told him about, you know, God telling me to go west, and he goes, well, it's a good thing he told you to go that way, because if you would have went north, south, or east, you wouldn't have got service. So isn't that just amazing how God can just protect us even in the middle of the wilderness, lost? How he directs us and he guides us to safety. You know, if you just listen to him, and you have to ask, though. You have to pray to him. You have to build a relationship with him. You have to care. You know, you have to care about him, and you have to care about others around you, and you know what I mean? Like, it's totally, I can't even explain to you how powerful these moments are, that it's just, you just know. You know what I mean? You just know that he's with you, and it's just one of those things, you know? So it's like, he's just been telling me every day through all these situations that I've been going through, that it's just made me quadruple sure, a million times sure that he's with me, you know? I just can't even explain to you, I can't even explain it good enough. You know what I mean? If you were there in that situation with me, like, you would totally be able to see it. I just can't even explain to you. Glory to Jesus Yeshua, for real. He deserves it. He really does. And the way he's just protected me and just been with me over the weekend, I can't even explain it to you guys how powerful he is, and how he's just really been with me a lot, you guys. Anyway, have a good day, love and peace. I hope this live video comes out. If not, I'll do a video later and I'll download it.